Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Wait a minute, what in the hell does Superman need with a suit of armor? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Hold up, last time Batman did that, he... Son of a bitch, this sucks, you cut off my mother... Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Batman vs. Superman figure, and it's the Phantom Zone Superman! I love a good translucent figure, whether it's a Transformer or, you know, one of these type of things, and I couldn't resist, so I got this guy and I got the Batman figure. They were on sale at my local Walmart. Well, not really on sale, but they were $9 and some change. And I had seen the Energy Shield Batman before, but I never picked it up. But this is the first time I've seen the Phantom Zone Superman, which was really, really cool. So I figured I'd go ahead and get the two of them up and see how they stacked up to each other. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. And here we have the Man of Steel in packaging. Definitely looking pretty cool. I mean, it's the same kind of artwork that we've seen before. Kind of massive little axe. He's got his little helmet, his little crystal armor thing there. It says Phantom Zone Superman, Batman vs. Superman out there. We got the guys right there. No artwork on the sides, so just kind of a close-up really quick. There's the art at the top. Looking all kinds of cool. There he is. Definitely digging that. Looks nice. Phantom Zone Superman. Here is the back of the packaging. Now, the back of the box, very plain. There's no write-up or anything, which is kind of sad. It's got the Batman vs. Superman logo. It says it includes helmet and axe. There's a picture of him there. He looks way more crystal in this picture than he does in the actual toy. And it almost looks like the helmet's CG'd over him. And then the other figures in the wave, which is the Energy Shield Batman, which I did pick up. There's an Arctic Zone Batman, which looks cool. Looks like a repaint of the Nightmare Batman. And then the Battle Ready Aquaman, which takes the Aquaman we got and gives him the kind of classic Super Friends Aquaman costume. But it looks all metallic painted, which I'd like to see these two. Maybe I'll find those at some point. But yeah. Here's the back of the package. So yeah, it looks very crystal-like there. Might be the lighting, but that helmet looks really funky. I wonder if it's going to look like that on the figure. And then here are the other figures in the wave. Already done Batman. I like that Arctic Zone Batman because I love that figure. That Nightmare Batman is awesome. I'd like to see that repaint. And I definitely want to get the Battle Ready Aquaman with the kind of metallic armor going on there. I think that would be really, really cool. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Soups out of box and see what we think. And here we have Superman out of the package, and I've got to say, overall, I think I like this figure than I do the Batman figure, mainly because of the aesthetic of it. There's something about the translucent crystal blue on this and the Superman shield that just works so much better than the Batman figure. Batman was cool, I will give it that, but this one looks a lot cooler, and I like the armor design, maybe because we didn't see that in the movie. So I'm used to seeing the Batman. This is something new, something different. Now, I will say the helmet on this one is pretty crappy. But again, I'm liking the overall aesthetic on it. I think it looks cool. I like the crystal effect in this one. I think works a little bit better than the Batman one. It still has that really cheap vinyl cape that these deluxe figures come with. But, you know, that being the weakest piece, if you really wanted to, you could replace that with a cloth cape or something. I think that would work. But overall, I am digging the style. So taking a look at the accessories that come with the figure, first we have his axe, which is actually kind of difficult to get in and out of his hand. His hand's pretty tight. And the axe handle is kind of large. I feel like this came with a different figure. I don't know. But overall, I am digging it. I love the translucent blue. The sparkles that they put in the plastic look really nice. Very cool. Definitely digging that a lot. I think that's a lot of fun. And then the other one is his helmet. Now, it's funny because this one has got the width that I like. It comes on and off pretty easy, and it's that's about the same kind of plastic that we got with the Batman one. But again, the sparkles in the plastic look really nice, even on the helmet. But it's just a little too generic. I wish this was a little bit better done. I mean, there is some detail that you can see in the sides, but when it goes over Superman's head, he just kind of looks like a big bubble. Alright, now as far as articulation goes on this guy, again, it's one of the deluxe or standard figures. He can move his head back and forth. He does have some movement up and down, but not too terribly much, so you can get some pretty decent little poses out of him. His arms go up that high, and what I like is his shoulder bits are kind of the same material the helmet is, and it lifts up so it doesn't hamper that shoulder. He has a single joint at the elbow, which is nice, and then he does have a twist up here at the top of the elbow, but he does not have one at the wrist, which is very strange. So his twist is up here at the upper arm, unlike Batman, who had it at the wrist itself. There is no ab crunch, there's nothing at the waist, which is a bit unfortunate. His leg only goes that far forward, it goes that far back, and he does have a single joint at the knee, which is nice, and there is nothing at the ankle, which is very, very unfortunate. But yeah, overall, not a bad figure at all. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, again, I like the sculpts on these standard figures a lot better than I do the multiverse figures for some reason. I think they just look a lot cooler, and this one is no different. It's got basically the same sculpt that we got on the Heat Vision Superman. The back of the figure, again, it's got this really cheap vinyl plastic, but so far mine have been pretty durable. I just wish it was a little bit better vinyl or cloth. I think that would have been a lot cooler. We do have really nice sculpting, though, on the armor bits. The shoulders look nice. I like the armor that comes up around his head. The Superman shield, very cool. I love the pearlescent, translucent blue plastic. The shield is nice and pearly. All the little flakes in the armor looks really cool. Just a really pretty looking Superman figure. So here we have Superman with his helmet on, and I'm not too big of a fan of this. Again, it's just a little too translucent to me. I would have liked a little bit more sculpt and detail. It just looks like a big bubble that sits over his head. I think the Batman one, even though it was tighter, fit on the Batman's head. It looked better. It looked like the bat armor. This just looks like a big bubble, and I will say that it fits better on Superman's head. It doesn't feel like you're going to tear up the helmet. It doesn't feel like you're going to scrape off any paint, so that is a plus. But I don't think I'm going to oppose it with the actual helmet on there. I'll probably have him hold the helmet and, you know, sport the look without. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, he's just got kind of that generic cape going on there, but the rest of the figure really, really looks good. I love the translucent plastic, the light blue, all the sparkles in it just looks really cool. I like the detail in the armor. I think that looks cool. The little axe, not little, it's a pretty big axe, looks really neat, and again, looks nice with the blue translucent plastic and all the little sparkles inside the plastic. I think really, really help the look of the weapon, even though Superman really doesn't need armor and a weapon. I guess he might in the Phantom Zone, maybe. Maybe that's why it's called the Phantom Zone armor. And then just kind of a look at the back with the cape up. Lots of really, really nice sculpted detail that you can see all the way through. I mean, it's an absolute gorgeous figure. I think they did a great job with this guy through and through. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, the cape's just kind of bland, but the legs are sculpted really nice. They look cool. He stands well on his feet. The sparkles really show up in the legs. I think it's just kind of the pose they're in, and just kind of a close-up. I mean, because they're kind of hard to see with that translucentness to them. I mean, they just look really cool, very neat. I think they did a good job with it. And then the backs here, very good, very detailed. Overall, I think they did a remarkable job with the sculpt on the figure, and the translucent plastic looks really, really pretty. For comparison, Here we have the Phantom Zone Superman with his wave mate, the Energy Shield Batman, and one of the first kind of gimmick figures out of the line for Batman vs. Superman. It's Heat Vision Superman. And again, I like it. I love this design because it reminds me of the Apocalypse Superman, but I really do like a good crystal figure, a clear plastic or translucent figure, and I do like this one. I think this one pulls it off a little bit better because it's a bit more translucent, and I'm definitely digging that. So is the Phantom Zone Superman something that you want in your Batman vs. Superman collection or DC collection? I'm going to say yes. If you like the Batman vs. Superman figures, you're definitely going to want to pick it up. If you like the gimmicky type of figures or Super Friends kind of figures is what this reminds me of, you're probably going to like this. It's not expensive. It's like $7 and some change. It's a nice divergent from a lot of the figures that we've been getting, and it's fun. Kids are going to like this. I think if you like this type of figure, you're going to enjoy it. And me personally, I love a good translucent clear plastic toy, and I think it pulls it off with this look. Way better than the Batman, and I think it's because of the blue and the pearlescent shield. It just looks nice. Oh, the little sparkles. Eat your bready. So there he is, the Phantom Zone Superman from Batman vs. Superman. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.